welcome to another episode of Krispy-Ripz. And today, we're going to be reviewing Gundam. It did come out with a new starter deck, ST10, the G Generation Pulse, and it also, there's their booster as well. We'll be doing a separate video for that. But this one will be focusing mainly on the starter deck, and it is a crossover of the G Generation Eternal Gundam, the app on the phone game, which is really fun as well. And it focuses as well on the SD Gundam art style, which is pretty cool. And it is built to shine. This type of deck is built to shine in a multiplayer style 2v2 battle or the 4-player battle royale. And it does bring in a new power, a new theme called development, which we will see when we open up the cards, and which they bring a lot of high synergy as well for the playstyle. And it comes ready to play. 50 cards in the deck. We get our 50 cards. Where we got that? Where we see this? Oh, here in the back. Get our 50 cards. We get 10 resources, 2 tokens, and we get our 1 bonus card per box. You should always buy 2 of these to make sure you have 2 of each of the LRs that come in each starter. I only decided to get 1. I'll see if I get another one. Same as the starter for here. We got only booster. We only got 1 booster just to feel it out to see how it goes. So let's get this open. There's usually these little plastic pieces right here. Gotta clip it out. Yeah. Waiting for GDO5 as well. Big coming on, a small little announcement on July the 24th. It's going to be our 1-year anniversary, which also is going to be the release of GDO5. So there's going to be a double video, potentially on that day, or maybe one after the other. But we will be doing an anniversary video for everybody, and I hope everybody tunes in and watches that video. I'm going to show what 1 year of collection looks like after 1 year, and what it looks like and how much fun we had collecting. As nice. Look at those resources. Look at the G Generation Eternal. Get our tokens as usual. Let's slide this bad boy off like so. Bonus pack. So you get 10 resources. Let's get our 10 resources out the way. And then we'll just put these cards here. 10 resources. Although I have quite a lot of resources, over the boxes that we've gotten. But let's get into it. Look at this bad boy, guys. Zeta Gundam. You get a Zeta Gundam. It's level 7, cost 6 unit. One of the big boys in the deck. It's an LR. And pretty much you want to definitely bring him out with Camille Bedan as who is Zeta's pilot for. There's also a white Zeta as well. But let's focus on the G Generation ones. And Zeta Gundam EX says, when this unit destroys an enemy shield area card with battle damage, set it as active, which that is really neat. It can't choose the same enemy player or enemy team as the attack target during this turn, which is really vicious because if you're playing a battle royale, you can probably attack 3 people in that same turn. And with Camille, we'll see what Camille does. We got 2 cards. Get your 2 copies. This is why you need 2 boxes, right? You get your 2 copies only of your LRs. We got Phoenix Gundam Power Unleash EX. He's a level 5, cost 3 unit, and he's a 4/4 attack. The other guy was a 5/5. Sorry, I skipped that. Mark Gilder is the pilot. What a beautiful card. Look at the shine on this card. During pair, During your turn, when this unit destroys enemy unit with battle damage, choose one enemy unit with 3 or less HP, return it to the hand. Pretty amazing. Also has pretty much controlling the field. You want to make sure you have a good amount of control since it's going to be a lot of battle royale, so they have a lot more control than other cards sometimes. Their texts are a lot bigger. And Camille Bidan, we get our 4 copies. You want to have your 4 copies for sure. And mixed with Camille Bidan, the white version, these two can probably play in tangent and help you get a lot of double attacks off. And so Camille, just like most pilots, level 4, cost 1, pilot, he gives you 2 attack, 1 HP. He is a G Generation attack trait. There's a few different ones. There's support, there's a few different ones, but he is an attack trait. And when linked, when linked, if 2 or more rested units are in play, any rested units, choose one enemy whose level is equal to or lower than this unit, rested. Just one link, bam. But a when link happens only one time, so obviously this is a one-time hit. Get that blocker out of the way and go for the attack. Get 4 of those. Worth it. Get our 4 copies of Mark Gilder. Definitely worth it. When paired, choose one enemy unit with level 5 or lower. It gets -2 AP this turn. When paired, they both get a when instead of a during, and they both have the same stat line. Level 4, cost 1, 2, 1. And they both get a burst to hand if they get burst from the shield. 4 copies, generic. And I'm surprised they didn't get a during burst, but you know, can't get them all. Another Zeta Gundam, level 5, cost 4 unit. He's a 4/4, and he gets a Camille / support trait. Instead of attack, he gets support. And with the new power that we have here, the new theme of the G Generation, they brought in development. So development 2 basically gives you the small explanation. You may exile the specific number of G Generation cards from your trash from the game. If you do, activate the following effects. Choose one enemy unit that is level 4. Choose one enemy with 4 or less HP, rested. This is amazing. They're, blue is the king of resting and control. And so you're definitely just exiling the number of development, 2 cards from just to add that extra rest at turn 4. And then you get to attack. That's pretty decent. You get 4 copies. You get 3 copies of that card. Next card we get 4 copies of. A low to the ground unit, one of the units we want to start off with. Turn 2, cost 2, Gundam MK2, AEUG, and Camille Link, which is pretty decent. Early turn Camille Link, but obviously Camille only comes out at turn 4, but this is still really good. 2/2 attack, normal guy. He's just coming in to be the fodder unit and just to fill up the field. Make sure things keep moving for you on your side. And we got another Gundam. I was really wanting this Gundam because he reacts just like Grandpa Gundam, but without any link. But he does have the repair 2, and he does have the exact same stat line as Grandpa Gundam. So we do have Super Gundam, level 4, cost 3, and the same 3/4, and repair 2. Just the only problem is you don't give everybody +1 when you're linked, when you're paired, and there's no link activation. So he's half of a Grandpa, but very good card as well. You'll get 3 of these. This card I was just playing the other day on one of the apps, and somebody came with their enhanced blue purple deck, and it made me so upset that I saw another cost 2/1 cost blue card that just showed up out of nowhere. Nemo, very big card that's going to be probably in a lot of aggro deck profiles. It's going to be there guaranteed. Level 2, cost 1 unit, 2/2. and you can flood the field with your level 1 guys. The current meta in the, you know, that is the current meta for tournaments, but not the current meta for friend play and regular play between people, between each other, you know. But when you go to a tournament, be sure to find a lot of aggro players. But if you can survive, you can get to pull out people like this. Gundam Barbatos 4th form, level 6, cost 5. And G Generation, like all of them. This is a generic G Generation trait, so pretty much any pilot can go under him, which is really good. I think these cards are probably some of the best to incorporate in your playstyle when you want to build your new G Generation decks. And he is a 4/5. So when linked, only once. Development 2, basically you exile the specific number of cards, and then you activate this text here. Choose one command card that is level 4 or lower from your trash, add it to the hand. This is powerful because a lot of the new command cards, even in the booster, are extremely powerful. So this is really good. 3 copies of that Barbatos 4th form. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Gundam Barbatos 1st form, cost level 4, cost 3 unit. G Generation also has the generic G Generation trait, 4/3 stat line. So he'll come out first before the 4th form. And same thing, development. And with the development, same thing. You will exile 2 cards from the trash, and then you will draw a number of cards equal to the number of enemy players, then discard the same number of cards you drew with that effect, helping you cycle to get your pilots, get your command cards, trap people with your playstyle. This card is going to become very key for Battle Royale, and also very key for 2v2. All right, that's pretty good. Pretty good. We get 4 copies here of Gray's dual type. I wish it was a 4/3, unfortunately, but they did give him a linking trait. Level 3, cost 2 unit. He's also a blocker, 2/3, and he's a blocker with the link trait, generation trait, G Generation trait. So a 2/3 blocker is really good. He will survive the 2/2 smacks. He will survive, you know, any 3/3 unit. Oh, he won't survive, but he won't be able to deal the exact damage that you need for a 3/3 unit. But because he's a linkable, that helps you choose if you really want to attack. You can at least attack with this blocker. He's like one of the few blockers actually that you can just have that extra option to attack on the same turn to win the game. Get our 4 copies there. 3 copies of Mobile Worker Tekkaden. I like that it has Tekkaden in the brackets here. Level 2, cost 2, and another blocker, loaded ground unit, 2/1. The stats are not as impressive, so it could be burned away. I don't see this card being played too often because there are better. There are 2 other blockers way better than at 2/2. We've got Zwart, who has a 3/2 stat, and the Titan blocker, who has a 3/2 stat just like Zwart, and they come out on 2/2. So I don't see this card getting as much play as those cards, honestly. We've got, now that was all the units. We're getting into the command cards, and here's a big one. This one is going to be used, I think, quite a bit. Burst, it's called Training, Tactical Training. It's a level 3, cost 1 command card, and once through Burst, you'll add this card to hand, which is pretty good. Instead of activating it, lets you choose when you want to activate it instead of wasting a card. So choose during your main or your action phase. Choose 1 G Generation unit that is level 5 or higher. Recover 2 HP and gets 2 AP during that turn. Boosting your end game, controlling the end game, and making sure you survive the heavy hits. You get 2 of those cards. Pretty good. So our next command card, we get 2 copies. It's called Unlocking the Development Diagram. It is a level 4, cost 4 command card, and it is a special card. When playing this card from your hand, you may discard 1 G Generation unit card. If you do, play this card as if it has level 2 and cost 2. So as opposed to being a 4/4, it can be a 2/2 if you discard a G Generation card, and then you will be drawing 2. So you either pay 4, don't discard, draw 2, or you discard a unit, pay 2 cost, and draw 2. So can have benefits, and it is pretty expensive card if you don't want to discard, but definitely worth giving it a try with a lot of different decks that help filling up the trash as well. We've got one more command card left here. Diffuse Beam Cannon, level 3, cost 3, and it's during your action phase. This is a command pilot card right here as well. Gives you 1 AP, no attack, no health, but he is a durability trait, also a G Generation. And we have Claire Hearthrope, and what she's doing, action. During the action phase, if a friendly G Generation unit is in play, choose 1 enemy unit. It gets AP -3 during this turn. And so basically controlling the field, giving them a unforeseen incident type of effect, and pretty decent. Now we're gonna go into the bases. Well, I guess the base. You get 4 copies of your 1 base, Luna, Mana, and Carry base. Your level 4, cost 1 base. It's a 5, not a 6. But when you deploy this card, add 1 shield card to your hand, then all friendly G Generation units recover 1 HP. Pretty decent, actually, making sure their survivability is good. Most of the costs of the cards are pretty high, and so they have good amount of health to at least survive and get healed up. And you get your EX, the new EX, which looks really clean, and you get your new resource with all the G Generation. Actually, if you've ever played the game, the sign-in login screen looks like this. So this is pretty clean. I like this quite a bit. And your token. And that was the deck. It's going to give us a good amount of synergy with the development so that we can make sure that we can do our powers and keep cycling through and making sure we have a good amount of field presence. And I do like the command cards as well. They are going to be key in helping you survive, giving you a lot of AP and recovery. But we do get our bonus pack. Let's see the magic. Hopefully they gave us the Zeta Gundam. And we got Nemo. You want to know what? Nemo is probably going to be the one card played out of this deck, probably even an EBO, more than any other card, I can promise you. And so this card is actually not a very bad pull at all. This is pretty good. I like the G Generation background. It's very blue, very blue card. This is very nice looking. So did pretty well. Thank you for joining. You know, G Generation wasn't my targeted box, more so the GDO5, bringing Shining Gundam, bringing all of our good Endless Waltz. It's gonna bring in a lot of good stuff. There's a new Destiny Gundam, which I saw is way too overpowered, but we gotta handle what we gotta handle when it comes to us. And don't miss out, you know, don't miss out on the EBO next release video, which will be our EBO 1, the Eternal Nexus. And we're hoping to hit a good amount of LRs, and hopefully we get a nice little plus card surprise, hopefully. And we're gonna try to get some videos for the battle. I'm gonna just do some screen records for us on Discord. We're just gonna do some see if we can get a free-for-all going to show you a 4v4 battle with some of the guys I like to play on in the Discord. And it's been going well. I really appreciate it. Make sure you like and subscribe to this video if you stayed this long. Really appreciate you. And make sure you look out for the new anniversary video that we're going to be having. It should be a big longer video, but it should be a good sit down to see what 1 year worth of collection looks like if you really want to get into the hobby and just go on fond memories through the memory lane. So thanks for joining. Appreciate you staying. To the next video.